So this is a demonstration on how I cut my panels using my desktop laser. This is a Flux Beamo CO2 laser. It has a 30-watt power unit, which is plenty to cut acrylic panels. And the results is something like this. This is my first try at cutting these panels, so I may modify them as I go, but for now I think they are turning out pretty good. So the idea is to use 3 layers of acrylic panels. You can see here the air conditioning panel is already finished. So the back panel, this is a 2mm cast acrylic panel in black, which I use to mount all the switches and buttons and LED lights. Then there'll be a middle panel diffuser. So this is a transparent, opaque, icy color, I think they call it, acrylic panel. This is 3mm, which goes on top. And this helps diffuse the LED lights so you don't get any hot spots. And the top layer, this is a 3mm white opaque acrylic panel, which is painted black and then engraved using the laser. So when the light shines through the back panel, through the diffuser panel, it only illuminates the areas which are engraved because the laser has burned away all the paint. So I'm going to show you how I do it. So this is the design that I've made in CorelDRAW. As you can see, he has the 3 layers. Once again, the back panel, 2mm black acrylic, the middle panel, 3mm icy, opaque, transparent acrylic, and then the top panel, which is 3mm white, opaque acrylic with the engraved text. So as you can see, if I just copy the panels and put them one on top of each other, you can see the idea. So this green dots is where the LED lights will be mounted. You can see it's gonna shine through and illuminate the text. So then I've already done it, but basically I will import my designs into the Beam, I think it's called Beam software. I've already prepared this earlier on, but basically these are all the foam panels for 5 different panels, which are already nested and ready to go. And these are gonna be cut on the 3mm white acrylic. The power that I'm using, I've done a couple of tests and I can see that with 36% of power and 4 millimeters per second speed is plenty to cut through the acrylic. It's slow, but it helps me keep the power of the laser down, which should extend the lifespan of the laser tube. Here on the machine, I just need to load the material. So this is the panel. Then I've already done this, but basically you just need to adjust the laser head height so the laser beam is focused on the material. And to do that, you just need to lower this piece of acrylic until the acrylic touches the surface, and then you just need to tighten it down so it's ready to go. So now this is ready. Over here on the program, I'm just going to press go. And it says it's going to take 15 minutes and 15 seconds to cut all of this. So I'm just going to click start, and you'll see that the laser will start working. The laser is connected via Wi-Fi to my laptop, which is very nice. I don't need any extra cables to make it work. As you can see here on the info panel, it says the remaining time and the power usage. So this Beamo is a pretty cool machine. I've looked into some K40 units before deciding to purchase this one, just because the K40 is cheaper. However, after a bit of research, I found out that the K40, it's a pretty basic unit, so it doesn't have a bunch of features that I was looking to get. So I decided to go on a complete product which basically works out of the box, which it has been amazing so far. I've already cut all of these panels, and it's pretty cool. This Beamo has already all the features that you would want. It comes with the PWM controller, which allows you to speak to the computer and modulate the power of the laser. It has got an integrated water pump, so there's no external hoses needed. It also has got an integrated air assist. It's got a camera which you can use to preview the working area, or if you need to engrave something, you can use the camera to line up your design. It has got a water flow sensor, temperature sensor, lid open sensor, a bunch of safety features. So basically it comes as a self-contained unit ready to go out of the box, which is just pretty amazing. And again, you can do this with a K40, no problem. It just needs a lot of tinkering, which I didn't want to do. So that's why I decided to take this one instead. Of course, this one is more pricey than the K40, but I think it's well worth the cost. It also has a clear lid that you can see through to watch the progress of the laser. It says it's a class 1 laser product. Class 1 meaning the safest, so you don't need any extra protection to operate it. Although I am wearing a pair of safety glasses which are rated for filtering any laser lights which can be harmful. And yeah, so there is it. So this is gonna keep on working, and once it's done, I'll show you the final product. So here it is. The laser is almost done. Here the 92% progress, just over a minute left, and the temperature of the water has raised to 24 degrees, which is still pretty nice. And once it's done cutting, the laser head, I should say, I'll go home and I'll be able to pick up a piece. You can see it cut through the acrylic pretty cool. It is 100% complete. The fan, exhaust fan, you see it's connected outside to discharge all the fumes. It can get pretty smelly, especially if you're burning acrylic panels. And the fan also is controlled by the software. You see, once it's exhausted all the fumes, it turns down by itself. So, here's the panels. Ready to go. And now I just need to clean this up from the scrap material and parts that have been cut out. But yeah, so all of this is then going to be painted black and then engraved with a laser to engrave the text. And I'll show you the next process once I'm done painting all these panels. And yeah, by the way, this comes with all this protective plastic, which it just peels off afterwards, just to protect the finish of the panel. These panels are actually quite smooth in the finish, so I'll just use some sandpaper to make it a little bit rougher, so the paint can grip on better. Yeah, and then I'll do a couple of layers of paint, probably give 3 or 4 layers, so the paint is nice and thick, and there's no risk in light bleeding through the panel. But yeah, that's the idea. All of these designs are done by myself, and they're in no means to be perfect, but I try to use all the exact measurement, the exact standards, so they will fit the standard pattern of Dizu's rails and mounting systems to mount them in the cockpit. And obviously the holes are metric, so I can use some metric hardware, but the concept is the same. And all of these designs will be available to download in the future, so if you want to have a go and cut it yourself or modify them, you know, feel free to do so. I'll upload them once I'm happy with the final design. And yeah, so next step is painting this and then engraving. I'll show you how it's done.